I will now do what I do best and become invisible. You can't see me.
你好，中国，这是John Cena。
First, let me say the article I used as an inspiration for this highlights the fact that Fast and the Furious 9 dropped 85% in China and 52% elsewhere in its second week at the box office. Not that I care about those movies. After the first two, which I barely cared about at all, the last 7 have done nothing to make me want to immerse myself in the imaginary world of non-applicable logic, non-applicable physics, bad dialogue, and implausible scenarios. No, I'm not talking about the main residence on Little St. James Island. I mean the Fast and the Furious franchise. Now back to John Cena. As I covered in a previous video, John Cena, the same John Cena who proudly touted his hustle, loyalty, and respect motto for years whilst he was wrestling for the WWE, has now learned a new type of knee drop. But no, this one doesn't do damage to your opponent. This is the ceremonial celebrity submission knee drop. You see, boys and girls, in the modern age of mental midgets who run billion-dollar global media conglomerates in the midst of a plandemic and have been scrambling and squabbling with their competition like crabs in a bucket over those sweet, sweet communist dollars from one of the world's leaders in human rights violations, China. China is the second largest market for cinematic box office dollars next to the United States. So when one of the adult pretenders, even one of the tough guys from the WWE, makes a faux pas of doing a heel turn and offends the communist propaganda machine called China, that aforementioned meat puppet had better assume the submissive position and issue an apology to the very government who refuses to allow their citizens to speak out against a corrupt regime that stifles their voices. But the voices of those issuing apologies better be loud and clear, and not to mention sounding like pathetic sniveling children giving a half-assed apology for throwing a ball in the house and breaking great-grandma's lamp. Because most of the time, they're not acts of sincerity, but self-preservation and fear of consequences. The most prevalent of these consequences is losing money. Money they make from you, and from playing pretend in front of a green screen. So you keep bending that knee to the commies, John Cena. And remember what got you where you are today while you bow to a country that treats its people like property, unless they lockstep with the mindset of a totalitarian regime. Remember your hustle, loyalty, and respect, John, you weak-minded, spineless, bitch-made ass pussy.